I guess we're talking about this. Let me fix this. Transform, flip, horizontal. All right. Well, um, not really necessarily. I don't. So if you can't tell by the thumbnail, the title of the video, if you haven't heard the news already on social media, um, unfortunately, Akira Toriyama, who is the creator of Dragon Ball, um, which also includes Dragon Ball Z, creating the IP altogether, which then gets us Dragon Ball Super, which then gets the spin off Dragon Ball GT as well. Just the Dragon Ball IP overall, the person who wrote the story, the love child of, the brainchild, sorry, of of Dragon Ball. Akira Toriyama has passed away. I I'm not a news channel. You know what I mean? I'm not. This is not what I do. Right? I don't break news. I don't give thorough things. I don't know. I don't know. This just came out. What 10 p.m. 10, it's 11 p.m. right now. So what? This is not even an hour into the news breaking. I'm like, it's. How do I get my thoughts together? Let's, because I do want to look back on this so I can be like, okay, what was I doing when I found this out? Bro, I was sitting here, like, I decided to finally give reality TV a try. And I'm watching Love is Blind season 6. I've never watched Love is Blind ever in my life. And that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm like 3 episodes in. I'm enjoying it. I'm like, oh, this is, I see the appeal. I look at my phone. I look at Shonen Showdown's Instagram post. I see him post something. And I'm like, this fake? You know, because sometimes people be posting stuff. And Shonen Showdown, you a reliable source, bro. I know sometimes people just be posting stuff and don't be looking to see if it's real. But it's real. I had to Google it. I'm like, all right, let me Google this. And I see a comicbook.com post an article. So we'll read the article. There's some tweets that came out as well, officially from the Dragon Ball account. But this is from comicbook.com, written by Evan Valentine. This was today's March 7th, where I am, Eastern Standard Time. This came out 10:15 p.m. and it's currently 11:03. Right? So it says it is. It says it is with the heaviest of hearts that we announce that Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Sandland, and more, has passed away at the age of 68. Toriyama's influence on the anime medium cannot be overstated, as his worlds helped forge. Hold on. Yeah, I don't feel good reading this right now. I don't feel good reading this right now on camera. As his words helped forge many stories, both when it came to the Z Fighters and the anime world at large. For now, the official Dragon Ball website has released a statement regarding Toriyama's passing. Akira Toriyama was born in Nagoya, Aichi, Japan in 1955. He first introduced the world to Dragon Ball in 1984, with the story of Goku and his friends becoming one of the biggest anime properties of all time. Toriyama has continued to work on the franchise to this day, working on the manga, along with the recent film, Dragon Ball Super Superhero. The influence that Toriyama had on the anime world cannot be understated. His passing is an unbelievable loss for the world. The letter regarding Akira Toriyama's passing was shared on the official Dragon Ball website and reads as such. And this goes to the tweet that they put out on the official Dragon Ball website. Dragon Ball Twitter account. Dear friends and partners, we are deeply saddened to inform you that manga creator Akira Toriyama passed away on March 1st. So this is on March 1st, bro. Due to acute subdural hematoma, he was in age of 68. It's our deep regret that he still had several works in the middle of creation with great enthusiasm. Also, he would have many more things to achieve. However, he had left many manga titles and works of art to this world, thanks to the support of so many people around the world. He has been able to continue his creative activities for over 45 years, We hope that Akira Toriyama's unique world of creation continues to be loved by everyone for a long time to come. We inform you of this sad news with gratefulness for your kindness during his lifetime. Funeral service was held with his family and very few relatives. Following his wishes for tranquility, we respectfully inform you that we would not accept flowers, condolences, gifts, visitings, offerings, and others. Also, we ask you to refrain from conducting interviews with his family. Future plans of commemorative gathering is not decided. We will let you know when it's confirmed. We deeply thank you for your understanding and support as always. So, listen, bro. Bro. This shit feels unreal. I'm like trying to like be as calm and chill as possible. This is unreal. And because so we can't just wish bro back. We can't just wish bro back. We can't wish bro back. This is 2024 is kicking our ass, bro. 2024 is kicking our ass. Okay. Dragon Ball honestly has shaped completely who I am as a human being, as a person. I know that a lot of us have as we've grown and matured and become more into anime and discovered more anime and read and watched more series and manga, it's been super easy to, and myself, I'm guilty of it too, right? It's been super easy to just talk about Dragon Ball as a series that it's not as good as everybody thinks, right? Oh, it's overrated. It's good for the time. Everything else now is so much better. There's some truths to some things. There are some things where it's like, okay, maybe we going a little too hard on talking bad on our guy's name. But all that to say, I will always and always have loved Dragon Ball. I have this thing tatted on my body. I have Goku right here. I got Vegeta here mixed with Naruto characters, right? This is before I even got into One Piece, right? So I've always been locked in, right? Honestly, the relationship I even have with my older brothers, my two older brothers, wouldn't even be what it is now without this connection that the three of us will always have with anime, with Dragon Ball specifically. And we like to banter back and forth here and there. Like, one of my brothers, he's kind of in the stone age of what anime he's into. So to him, when I talk bad on Dragon Ball's name, he's like, how dare you watch your slander? You know what I mean? And my other brother, he watches like more anime, but he's nowhere near like the weirdo, the geek that I am about it. But I got him into One Piece and things like that. So our connection with anime has always been something that I've appreciated, given that, like, not everybody gets to have a close relationship with their brothers on common interests. Sometimes blood is the only thing you have related, but having something that's actually you're both into, to connect with and really have conversations with, has always been powerful, and means a lot to me, especially because, I've grown up technically kind of as an only child, even though they're my brothers. We're not full 100% brothers. So us having that relationship, I really do think to Dragon Ball and anime as a whole, and I wouldn't be as into it if I didn't get into Dragon Ball so young. Fourth grade, like, I remember I wanted to be Goku, and we talking about, listen guys, I'm old, I'm 32, right? Fourth grade, I wanted to be Goku, right? And so this is the year like maybe 2000, and like, was it fourth grade? I can't even remember if it was before that. I'm trying to think. Definitely wasn't in middle school. And I remember I couldn't get the Goku fucking wig little headpiece to stay on. Your boy's black. But thankfully for that version of the insert that existed back then, I had to be Black Goku before Goku Black was a thing. I was like, all right, man, we going with the light Caesar because we had to get the clean beam back then. But that's cosplay, right? That's a Halloween costume as kids, and I love this series, bro. I used to like record episodes on a VHS. If y'all know about VHSs, I just record over episodes so I could have episodes on deck, especially when it got to the Buu Saga. No matter how I feel about the Buu Saga, yeah, it was still a fun time. This series is by far, you can, man, I'm about to cape. We going into caping mode. Any person who enjoys anime and says that Dragon Ball is mid, says that Dragon Ball is overrated, and never even watched or read Dragon Ball, you can't say that. It's fine when we say it, but you can't say that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it is a series you need to experience. The things that's charming, that's great about the series that Akira Toriyama created, unmatched, man. Whether it be the influences in Dragon Quest, the way that Dragon Ball has influenced the medium as a whole outside of anime. Like, we in Thanksgiving Day parades now. Like, anime doesn't get the buff or the notoriety, or is it in the place where it is now, where we got Meg Thee Stallion being the face of the Crunchyroll Awards, and everybody's freaking out about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure cosplay that she's doing, and the love that everybody has for One Piece and JJK and Hunter x Hunter. Like, we don't get here without what Akira Toriyama has done for us. This series alone, this YouTube channel doesn't even exist. My fandom for anime doesn't even exist without Akira Toriyama's creations. And this is weird for me because I don't have a lot of properties, especially American properties, that I've attached to for a long time, right? When Stan Lee passed, I felt the way simply because we don't have Marvel without him. But because I never got to experience Stan Lee's stories personally and in real time, or really specifically just his version of telling his characters, it never happened. It never happened, right? Oh, man. So, all that to say, you know, when Stan Lee passed, it didn't hit the same. It didn't hit like this. There's plenty of musical artists, actors, people who have passed that it's never really hit me this way. And I don't think I'm going to be somebody who's going to end up crying on camera about this because I'm still processing this information. But, like, I'm not who I am without Akira Toriyama. I'm not who I am without the influences he's had on Naruto as a series that also helped shape me even more. I'm not who I am. This channel doesn't exist at all. I'm not in love with anime and manga, wanting to talk about it all the time, having a podcast with people that I barely knew and now have grown to grow a great relationship with and essentially grow stronger and kind of have my little, like, our own little Z Fighter group. You know what I mean? I'm not this version of myself, a version of myself who I'm very happy with and I love who I am today without Akira Toriyama's work. You know what I mean? Like, and it's weird because I know I'm not the only one, because I'm not going to act like I knew who Akira Toriyama and the name was the whole time I was a fan of Dragon Ball. I can't act like I've known who he was and his name tied to it forever. It wasn't until later years as I got older, you know, Dragon Ball already ended, Dragon Ball GT been ended, Dragon Ball Super wasn't even out yet. Like, as I got more educated on anime and manga, and I got more into the sphere as I became like a young adult in my very early 20s, that's when the name started to mean something. That's when I started to learn more about everything in the background, watching YouTube videos, watching people like Totally Not Mark, watching so many different creators, Masako X, watching Dragon Ball Abridged, like all these people who have done so much in the YouTube space, have influenced me to create content, all affected by Dragon Ball, which all affects me. It is a endless. I'm babbling right now. I am babbling 100%. I don't even know at this point. I really thought I was Teen Gohan at one point in my life, my guy. I remember I used to always be fighting my cousins. We'd be play fighting, getting my ass kicked because I was small, my guy. I was small. The smallest cousin. Getting kicked in the chest by my teenage cousin. And I'm thinking, like, nah, I ain't gonna give up. If I just I'm thinking I'm gonna get a rage boost, bro. I was thinking I was gonna get a rage boost, and bro just kept with my ass. But I ain't give up. I ain't give up. Boy, you gonna have to kill me. I was like 10. I was like 10 talking about you gonna have to kill me. Watch when I turn Super Saiyan 2, it's a wrap for you. I was trying to turn Super Saiyan 2. Like these moments, these things we create in our head. You know, I've grown to oh, man, bro. This is whatever, bro. Somebody's gonna probably call this cringe. What I hate right now is that all cringe is just people expressing themselves and being happy. People get cringe out of seeing people be joyous and finding happiness, and we call it cringe. If somebody's enjoying themselves on camera, trying to put out positive content, it's cringe. And then you get moments like these when this shit is this is real. This is a real moment. Like 68, you know, in my head, I know everybody has a different sense of what's old and what's young. 68 68's a long life, but it's still short. You know what I mean? And for this to be how Akira Toriyama goes out, it sucks. It hurts. I hope, you know, my condolences to his family, even though they say they don't want no flowers, no gifts, no visitors, no orphans, no nothing. This is not it, Chief. 2024 is not it, Chief. I really am grateful for what this human being has done for all of us, bro. Like for all of us. Every anime fan of martial arts, fan of dope animation, fan of eccentric fight scenes, fan of this is a moment. This is a thing. This is for real, bro. You know, we lost a real one. And it's scary because this is my first experience of having a mangaka that I felt the connection to pass away. I've never got to feel this because when I became a fan of Berserk, post Miura's death, it hurt when I got to his final chapter reading Berserk for the first time. To see that moment, it was like, yo, this is crazy because I felt it. But this has been in my life. This person, this thing he created for as long as I can remember. What is it? Power Rangers, it's Dragon Ball. Like, even if you're not an anime fan, or even if you're not a Dragon Ball fan at all, you never seen Dragon Ball a day in your life, you don't get this. We not here. We not doing this. We not on YouTube. Yo, this whole YouTube anime shit is not happening without Dragon Ball, without Akira Toriyama. I don't care how you could tell me the movie Akira, you could talk about JoJo's, you could tell me about Berserk, you can tell me about whatever. None of us is out here creating content, big creator, small creator, I don't care. 1 sub, 10 subs, 2,000, million subs, 100,000 subs. None of us who talk about anime on here is doing this without Akira Toriyama. We not out here doing this without Akira Toriyama. There ain't no podcast, there ain't no anime podcast, there ain't no nothing. There ain't dudes running around training for their life, trying to get gains and all of that shit. But to the corniest aspect, even when they wear it in the gym and they just the gym bros, when you see they got their Dragon Ball shirt, you still know, listen, bro, we still here though. We got something. It's like it's not. It's not, bro. It's not. It ain't it. So I wanna. Let me look at the Younger Ply was good. I see you, bro. My boy Internet IP was good, bro. Can't believe it, bro. He was still too young, man. Right here. Rest in power to the legend to go himself. Veshi. If it weren't for him, DBZ wouldn't have been made and anime wouldn't be as popular. Without DBZ, you wouldn't have so many anime, especially the biggest ones. IP, the father of so many shonen, man. Dragon Ball put so many of us onto anime. You don't give Midnight Run. What you know about Midnight Run? 7 a.m. waking up watching regular TV. I call regular TV non-cable TV. You catch a random episode of Dragon Ball. The shit is out of order. You coming home every week. You watching them power up. These are moments. These are canon events. Dragon Ball is a canon event. This shit. I'm blabbing, right? I'm blabbering. Like I said, I don't think this is not something that we're like, I'm gonna be crying on camera. This is me talking. This is me chopping. This is my outlet right now. So I live in the crib. I live by myself and shit. I'm chilling, but I just need to just speak, right? I didn't want to just like sit in my living room or sit in bed and just be typing my thoughts to people, the no's, in my group chat. So I'm like, no, this can't be real. This feels fake. Can we wish it? Pass it on 3-1 is crazy. Do the math. 3 + 1, that's 4. 4-star Dragon Ball. Get our guy back. We need our guy back, bro. We need our guy back. But this is just me just free like free balling. I'm free balling for Dragon Ball. So apparently Oda has put out a tweet that's translated by Sandman AP. We'll read that. Put out a long tweet. So shout out to Sandman AP as always. This was posted at 10:39 p.m. March 7th, Eastern Standard Time. So, long tweet. Oda's message about Akira Toriyama passing away. Oda, it is too early. The hole is too big. Sadness washes over me when I think that I will never see him again. I have admired him so much since I was a child. So I remember the day he called me by name for the first time. On the way home from the day you used the word friend for me and Kishimoto. I remember being overjoyed with Kishimoto. I also remember the last conversation we had. I was one of those who took the baton from the days when reading manga made you a fool. And he also created an era. Because Toriyama is the Pirate King. He is Goldie Roger in One Piece. Toriyama is Goldie Roger in One Piece, bro. He said he also created an era when both adults and children could enjoy reading manga. He showed us the dream that manga can go worldwide. It was like watching a hero going forward. For not only mangakas, but also creators in various industries. The excitement and emotion of the time of Dragon Ball serialization must have taken root in their childhood. His existence is like a big tree. For the manga artists of our generation who stood on the same stage, Toriyama's work became more and more important to me as I got closer to the same stage. I even felt being scary, but I am just happy to see the aloof man himself again, because we love him on a blood level. With respect and gratitude for the creative world he has left behind, I pray for his soulful rest in peace. May heaven be the joyous world he envisioned. Like, bro. Respect your mangakas, bro. Respect our mangakas. Respect them. Love them. Cherish them. These are people we'll never meet. Some of them is just a picture behind a face, an alias, all this stuff. It's so easy for us to get mad at manga. It's so easy when we see Break Week. We see people take these long... Yo, y'all don't understand that when it's done, it is done, bro. There's no do-overs, right? We pray for the health, I always wishing good health to every mangaka out there. That's Oda, get your rest. The break weeks, they don't hurt me, bro. When I see people get mad, it irks me. It irks me. Because we don't want this before One Piece ends. Y'all don't want this to happen before One Piece ends. Y'all don't want I don't want it to happen, period. But it's inevitable. It's just a part of it. One thing is for certain in life. We all gonna expire at one point. You know what I mean? But we gotta appreciate the people and give people the flowers they deserve while they're here. Instead of it's something that's repeated so much. I know, but you gotta give your flowers now while they still here, bro. Because it's gonna be whack when they not, right? So, Tagashi, shout out to his health. Hopefully he's doing well as well. It's just like I'm thinking about so many creators who are busting their ass. Horikoshi, I don't know if Gege's going through stuff. I don't keep up with JJK, but if he's going through anything, health and wealth, man. Creator of Black Clover, Tabata, health and wealth, bro. All of these creators, bro. Because for me, this is real. You know what? Real. This is real. This is direct impact. Araki, everybody, bro, everybody, and it gets realer because y'all saying now that Kishimoto also put out a note too. So let me see if I can find. Let me pull out that right. So this is from Masashi Kishimoto. He says, honestly, I don't know what to write. Also, can we also reflect on Oda specifically talking about him and Kishimoto? I know it's funny. I know it's for jokes, yo, but at some point in time, as a fan of both, and as somebody who occasionally does try to play games and shit on Naruto every now and then just because of the Naruto fans, we gotta stop, bro. This Naruto and One Piece beef, this big three beef, bro. I'm gonna say pause. I can't even help it. I was about to say I'm not saying pause. But this bickerment about who's better, who's more on top, bro. They don't care. They bros. And they look up to this man. This man is they GOAT. They think about these moments that they love each other and they embrace each other. They challenge each other to get better, as Dragon Ball always does. That's what One Piece and Naruto did for each other. And that's what made them be so peak. Even though I didn't get to experience One Piece until way later, and I used to be a One Piece hater, I grew up, I tried it. You can't hate on something if you didn't try it, if you didn't watch it. We gotta cut the shit, bro. We gotta cut the shit. The Bleach slander just because you love Naruto, just because you love One Piece, or you love it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Have your opinions about the series. I'm not saying you can't criticize stuff, but the blind arguments, the blind beef between fandoms, bro, it's all content that these creators are making for us to enjoy. That's supposed to bring us closer together. We be using this shit to tear each other down, and that's sad. That's sad, bro. That's so sad. So let me read Kishimoto's. I'm gonna read Kishimoto's thing. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long because I just realized I've been rambling for 30 minutes now. I'm gonna read Kishimoto's thing, and then we're gonna get out of here. I'll read a couple more comments. So Masashi Kishimoto. Honestly, I don't know what to write or how to write about something so sudden. However, for now, I would like to express my thoughts and feelings to Toriyama Sensei. Something I wish he would have asked me someday. I grew up with Dr. Slump in the lower grades of elementary school and Dragon Ball in the upper grades. And it was natural for me to have his manga next to me as part of my daily life. Even if I had a bad experience, watching Dragon Ball every week made me forget about it. It was a relief for me, a country boy who had nothing, because Dragon Ball was really fun. And it was when I was a university student, suddenly, the Dragon Ball that had been a part of my life for so many years ended. I felt an incredible sense of loss. I didn't know what to look forward to. But at the same time, It was also an opportunity for me to truly understand the greatness of the teacher who created Dragon Ball. I also want to create works like yours. I want to be like my teacher. As I followed in my teacher's footsteps and aspired to become a manga artist, that feeling of loss began to disappear. Because making comics was fun. I was able to find new fun by following my teacher. My teacher has always been my guide. I admired it. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I would like to express my gratitude to the teacher. For me, he was the god of salvation and the god of manga. When we met for the first time, I was so nervous that I couldn't say a word. However, after meeting him many times at the Tezuka Prize Screening Committee, we became able to talk. As Dragon Ball children, I and Mr. Oda went back to being children again when we talked excitedly about how much Dragon Ball was fun, as if we were competing with each other. I forgot how he looked a little embarrassed and smiled at me. I can't. I have just received the news of the death of my teacher. I feel an even greater sense of loss than when Dragon Ball ended. I still don't know how to deal with this hole in my heart now I can't even read my favorite Dragon Ball. I don't feel I've been able to properly write this sentence that I want to convey to my teacher. Everyone around the world was still looking forward to seeing your work. If Dragon Ball's one wish really comes true, I'm sorry. Maybe that's selfish. But it's sad, Sensei. Thank you, Akira Toriyama Sensei, for all of your enjoyable works over the past 45 years, and thank you very much for your hard work. We are sure that the remaining family members are still deeply hurt. Please take care of yourself. I pray that Mr. Akira Toriyama rests in peace. So, you know, it's just weird, bro. It's weird to see how this affects people who, have been the influence is there, bro. It's the influence is there. We see it. We know it. It's not even something to even talk about. That's not. It's. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. With all the rambling, I did this stream with everything. All this video really is for me to say thank you, Akira Toriyama, for everything you've done for me. Thank you for creating this series, giving me a character that inspires me, to push my limits is the corniest sense we all say it, but to push my limits, to try to become better, to know that I can be stronger tomorrow than I was yesterday or than I am today, as long as I don't give up. Thank you for creating an IP that has grown me connections with people, with you guys in the chat, who watch my streams, who with friends that are irreplaceable, with moments that are irreplaceable, with uh, a a hobby of mine that I truly enjoy doing, that brings me happiness, that brings me joy, not just on some chasing success type shit. I like this. I love doing this. I like just talking about it. And you guys watching, it feels like I have you guys here sometimes. It sounds fucking weird. It sounds mad weird, right? But going from having one person watch your streams to like 2, 3, sometimes there's 5, that's a crazy feeling knowing that there's like people behind you or engaging with you and that care about what you're talking about. And this is all because I got into Dragon Ball. I've always loved Dragon Ball. I'm watching Toonami, obsessed with Dragon Ball, not knowing what's going on. Because I think that I am going to unlock Super Saiyan 2 if my cousins get me mad enough from whooping my ass from beating me up as a kid. Because I am in the gym doing the push-ups. Because I got random tattoos on me, but I've never been ashamed of who I am, and that's because Dragon Ball, I've never hid that. I loved it. I never. It's always been a part of who I am, and I'll always be grateful for the influences had on me in my life, the influences had on other people, the influences it's had on other creators to create even more things that I've fallen in love with, that I've dedicated my life to in a way that I'll never forget, that'll always impact me. Things that if I have kids, I want to pass down these stories, these texts, these historical texts. Like, thank you, Akira Toriyama. So let me read these last couple comments. We'll end the stream because it's been 35 minutes and we dragging it. So Young Apply, it was Dragon Ball. Yep, Kishimoto as well. Paul, struggle. I can't believe it. Ain't seen struggle in a minute. I never get upset them taking breaks. Well deserved. Red hair. Facts. Zachary, if Oda needs 1 month break in a year, I say okay. See you next month. Facts. Oda and Kisha are best friends. They both address each other, but quick history. This started because of Naruto's envy and jealous. At the end of the day, you're allowed to enjoy them all. Young Apply, the new Dragon Ball Super season when it comes out is gonna be anime of the year when it comes out. Off the rip, bro. I know people was clowning Daima. Even I clown Daima, but if this is what Toriyama wanted, bro, just give me it. I don't even just give me the stuff. Give me all the stuff. Give me the stuff. And Red Hair, this was national news in Japan too. Listen, R.I.P. to the GOAT, a legend. Um, we not mad of us is not. YouTube isn't even what it is. Twitter isn't what it is. TikTok isn't what it is. So many things that's not what it is without Dragon Ball, bro. Without Akira Toriyama. It's scary to think that somebody, a human being, can make such an impact on the world. But when you make such a positive impact on the world like this, those are special moments because we don't see that often. This guy really was Goku in real life. You know what I mean? In a way, like, kind of seem a little superhuman. Kind of seems a little superhuman in a way. I didn't think that this is somebody that was never even considered Toriyama could be somebody who could pass away. There was never something. I'm like, bro, you just always been there. You've always existed. You know what I mean? You've always been this looming thing that at least when we could talk about anything Dragon Ball, like, all right, did Toriyama have a hand in it? And now it's like Toriyama will never have a hand in it again. There may be some stuff that he's worked on. There may be some things that will come out later on that he had some touches and some things on, but like that's it. So now I think I'm probably gonna put myself more in a message of a state of like, you know what? It's so easy to get mad when we get different reboots and different versions or new versions of series that we may have not wanted, or we may think that it's just like lackluster or saying nobody asked for this. But man, just give me all the Dragon Ball now. I don't care anymore. Just give it to me because this is the story. You're only forgot, like you're only truly dead when nobody remembers you, right? And technically, Toriyama will always live on. He lives on through these other series that continue. Every other shonen that will be created in the future, Akira Toriyama lives on through that, through all of us, and to every future and young kid who just got into Dragon Ball, future kids who are going to get into Dragon Ball. Thank you, thank you, because if your effect of creating the series and your work, whether it be across Dragon Quest, so many things, can't be replaced. So you did your thing on that. So rest in peace, condolences to the family. Everybody, it's trash. It's kind of whack. So enjoy your weekend, guys, and enjoy your life.